Our time at the beet harvest has officially come to a close.
There it is. Final boom down on the ground. Decided to climb the top of the pile.
We thought we could take a few days to have a breather, catch up on a few things, you know, adulting sort of stuff. But no, the weather had other plans.
Oh, Melissa.
I need to sit where it's warm. We have to drive over 1,100 miles in 4 days just to escape the freezing temps, and we still ended up with frozen slides along the way. What on earth happened? But stick around until the end because our final beet harvest paycheck landed in our account, and we're going to share all the numbers with you as to how much Joseph earned, as well as how much of that money we can put towards Alaska.
Howdy!
I heard the truck pull in. What's going on?
You get to make a banana muffin. That's what's going on.
We're done?
Well, I have to go in tomorrow to clean, but we are done piling beets. Yes. 6:45, I've got to get ready because I have to be on the road no later than 7 in order to get there on time. So I think I'm going to drink my smoothie on the road and jump into my clothes here first.
I have to know, would you do the beet harvest again?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, for sure.
Because I feel like 2 days ago, you were
I'll tell you.
a zombie. You're gonna make it.
I'll tell you what I will not do, and that is I will not work on my truck just prior to said beet harvest, because that is what threw everything for a loop, was having to try to get the truck running. It killed probably overall 10 to 16 hours of sleep over the course of several days. Coming back, absolutely, but I'm clearing my schedule.
We decided that we needed to not plan any product launches, not do any extracurricular projects, just focus on the beet harvest.
And also, I will shave next year. See you later. It's cleaning today. Should be easy. Do I have my phone? So it's the last day of work. Today we're cleaning the piler, but the best part of today is that it is Sunday, so we are getting paid double time today. Who knows? We might take our time cleaning this piler. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! You gotta look like you're working, man.
I was taking a break.
Cleaning is all done. Now it's just time to put the machine to bed, which you'd think would be a very short process, but that's how fast it moves. It's gonna take a few minutes. Moving it all the way to the end of the pad, parking it for the year. Look at all the dirt. That's all out of this machine. There it is. Final boom down on the ground.
Since today is the official last day of the beet harvest, that means I won the bet. And if you missed the bet we placed at the beginning of harvest, I told Joseph that if we were done before October 26th, he had to eat a banana muffin, which banana muffins, he hates anything with bread and banana. It makes him gag. I thought I was being cute and clever. Joseph hates anything banana bread. He wanted Pop-Tarts, so I'm gonna put these in the cart and see.
No.
I didn't even know you were there.
No.
And then if he won,
Then you have to do a polar plunge into the Red River before we leave Drayton.
where did you come up with that? Clearly we were not on the same wavelength when it came to horrible things that the other person had to do. So what I am gonna do is make these banana crumb muffins. So when he gets home from work today, he has a special surprise. Well, now that I have officially have flour everywhere, I think we're gonna make him clean the kitchen too. Those are smelling so good. If you're wondering why on earth I'm making 5 muffins, it's because I only had 1 banana. I know the muffin pan looks a little sparse. These are definitely done, and the crumble topping did not really crumble. It's time to try the muffin and actually appreciate it. Does anyone else think he should eat 2 muffins? Because I feel like that would only be fair.
Decided to climb the top of the pile, 36 feet tall. That's all sugar beets, and then actually Back over there, the other pile. It's a lot of beets. The problem with climbing to the top of the pile is that, well, you have to go back down. So, let's give it a shot. You along for the ride? Here we go. I'm not gonna start out sliding. That's Alexis back there. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Well, that wraps up. We're gonna keep that hat right on there. That wraps up the beet harvest of 2023. All in all, I believe this was a super successful season. Not too hard, I mean cold, but the weather really cooperated. If you don't know, Kalyn and I are saving money so that we can explore Alaska in the summer of 2024. So that means, since we're done stacking beets, I've got to find another job to save some more money. So hit the like button if you like this video, then click subscribe and hit that bell so that you're notified of upcoming videos so that you find out where we're going next. We've got something lined up. We think it's pretty good.
On my agenda this week, but not necessarily today, although now I am doing it today, is to try to find our next location after we visit with Joseph's brother and family. Originally, we were going to be there for a few days. I think we need to cut that short, unfortunately, just because the temperature is going to be down in the teens, like 16 degrees. RV and cold temperatures do not mix. I don't even know that the campground is going to be open at that point, because if it's below freezing, then the water can, of course, freeze. It could freeze your pipes. It's a whole situation. Apple Maps has this cool temperature feature, and it looked like Custer, South Dakota, or Pierre, or wherever around there it was going to be a little bit warmer, but it's still dipping down into the 20s and then the teens, so I don't think that's an option. Currently, Topeka, Kansas area is looking like if we can get down there, that would be better. But from where we were going to be in North Dakota, it is 549 miles. We really don't like to go more than 400. We try to stick around 350. That's just something that's like a general rule of thumb to keep travel days sane when you're a full-time RVer. Muffin! You have to eat it.
What is on top of this?
It's a little overdone. They're supposed to be crumbles.
Oh, they're nice little crumbles. Y'all.
You need a stop. Do it on a napkin, please.
I'm sure everyone on the other side of this video thinks that my thing for Kalyn was so much worse.
It is. It was.
I don't know how bad I hate banana muffins. Well, let's get the full experience. Yep, it's a banana muffin. You ready? I have to eat the whole thing, don't I?
All of it. Be grateful I'm not making you eat too. You cannot spit it out. You can't. It's not that bad. It is a little dry though. Come on, you have that much left. How long is it taking you to chew it? How bad was it really?
Actually, of all the banana bread I've had, it's not terrible, and by that I mean it didn't trigger my gag reflex.
So, the bar is low.
So far, so good. Should we just time lapse the rest to see if I make it?
I feel like you're overreacting.
I'm not.
You're being dramatic.
I'm not.
Like, man, you're really pulling out all the stops for the camera
I
here.
can't swallow it. It's hard for me to swallow it.
Should we make you open up? Make sure it's gone.
People do not need to see that. All right, we're halfway there.
This is taking you forever.
Sorry. The gag reflex kicked in.
You have one more bite. One more.
That was the first, but it kicked. I would have rather jumped in the Red River than eaten this banana muffin.
Are you serious?
I am
Would you have
serious.
said that before you
Yes.
took a bite?
Yes. I can't be the only one. Please fellow people who do not like banana bread, please let me know I'm not the only one that really struggles with this. But my loving wife thought this would be such an easy challenge. Did it. I'm done. I have met the challenge.
Congratulations.
So proud of you.
You need to give me a kiss.
I would
Give me a kiss.
you, but no. You need to go shave.
I do. I cannot wait. Okay.
Are you clean shaven?
I'm eating your banana muffin.
Yep.
I've shaved my face.
I don't like the bumps. Just kidding. I was gonna get your chin. After the beet harvest, we really wanted to just have a few days to recoup, get back into the swing of things, put our heads down, and get some good work done. And we were hoping to have one more day to do that. But the weather has other plans, so we have to get out of here, like fast.
When we hit temperatures that are below 20 degrees, we start dealing with three major issues. First is keeping the RV itself warm. We've got these 2 propane tanks right here, but when it gets super cold, the propane heater is running all the time and we go through so much propane. I think it has something to do with the fact that our insulation is literally just styrofoam. Reason number 2 is related but a little bit more complicated, and that is you can have freezing pipes in an RV, but we have one little extra thing that can freeze. Let me show you here. About a year ago, this shield broke, and with it, the insulation out of it, and that right there, well, that's our fresh water tank. And so with that fresh water tank exposed to the cold temperatures, if we deal with extended periods of cold, it could actually freeze the water in the fresh water tank. And I'm not sure if you know this, but water expands when it freezes.
We call that mansplaining.
And if we crack that fresh water tank, we are literally up a creek.
Not only is it going to be super cold and down into the 20s and teens at night, there's also predicted to be 6 inches of snow.
I don't want to be towing that with this 2-wheel drive truck in that sort of weather. I just don't want to do it.
Snow is actually supposed to start tonight, but we think if we can get out right after lunch, we've only got 3 hours to go. I know, like, not far enough to get out from the cold, but we really did want to stop by and see Joseph's brother and family. As we're going south, the cold is just following us.
I think the big headline with this one is going to be the much colder than average temperatures that are going to set up.
I think we need to get as far as like Kansas or Oklahoma to actually have maybe 50-degree weather.
Since we had a poop pyramid form, if you don't know what that is, check out our last video. I'm actually taking the time this morning to flush the black tank, meaning empty it, fill it with water, empty it again, fill it with water one more time, and empty it again, just to try to make sure I get any toilet paper and other stuff that's in there out of the tank. It's a process, but you should really do it every now and then. How do you fill the black tank, do you ask? Well, some RVs, in fact ours has a spot where you can hook a hose up to it, but it's plugged, it doesn't work. So this is how I fill the black tank. All right, a whole bunch of flushes down that toilet. Now I'll show you why a black tank flush is important. We completely emptied the black tank. Pull the lever.
Pull the lever, crunk.
Chocolate milk. Oh, so flipping cold outside.
He always has so much junk in the truck. I don't get it. You hiding under here? Hi. You know it's travel day, don't you? I feel like I should be a good wife and go out and help him, but I don't want to because it's really cold. Do you need me to come help you?
No, I'm good.
That was the answer I was looking for.
Last goodbye for the beet piles.
Work camping gig complete.
And unlike last time, we don't have the next one perfectly lined up. We have it lined up, but not perfectly.
If this next work camping gig does work out, of course, we're going to take you along and we'll let you know about it, but we're going to keep you in the dark for a little bit more just to make sure that it's actually happening, which we hope, because this would be like, if it falls through, Alaska could be on the line.
So I've got to hand it to the people of North Dakota because it's almost November. It is 43 degrees. And that gentleman right there is mowing.
I think someone is staying in that tent. They are hardy folk around here. It's amazing how warm and balmy 50 degrees feels like after it was like 30 something this morning. And the temperature inside, let's see, 54. We're gonna turn that heat on. After a couple days of games and kitty cuddles, we woke up the next morning to a surprise on our front doorstep.
Oh, shoot. Spoiler alert, we did not beat the ice and snow. Bummer. So it rained last night and then dipped down to at least 28 degrees. And so everything is coated in ice, including our slide toppers. Yeah, stop. Stop!
What on earth happened?
The spring mechanism, which means we can't go anywhere because we can't travel like this. I'm going to start up the truck here in good faith that this is not going to take me a half an hour to do, and then the truck will be all warm. If I can open the truck door. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. No.
Whew, this is exactly what we were trying to avoid. Apparently, we stayed one day too long. Whew. So you've got a bottle.
Yep, hot water. We're gonna give it a shot.
Hopefully it works. Oh my word. It worked. Let's try this one. Both slides are in.
Hot water worked. Holy cold outside.
Onawa, Iowa there's not a lot of Walmarts to stay at, and the ones that are on Campendium don't have great reviews because there's just big cities. So it's really hard to find a Walmart near a big city that allows you to park an RV. So this one is a full hookup campground site. I can't book it online because it's too late. So I'm hoping we don't have to fight people off to get a site, but it's 26 tonight and it's showing a wind icon.
As long as it's not raining.
And hope we don't have deja vu all over again tomorrow.
Rain was our problem for the slides this morning. The fact that it rained last night, water got in the mechanisms and froze it all. But you about ready to go?
Yeah, and my slippers, my winter coat and my slippers.
But we're still gonna have a smoothie because
I've had a smoothie every morning for the past like 10 years of my life.
It's true.
Let's hope that's the last of our drama today. I was saying, we both grew up in upstate New York, so we're not unfamiliar with the cold, but when you're RVing in the cold, it's a whole different ballgame.
Good morning.
I'm still trying to wake up, thanks. The one thing about this spot, though, is we don't have a reservation. So we're not only hoping that they have a spot, but they haven't turned the water off. Stop here to register for camping.
For October? Oh no, just for camping.
Yeah, so the light's on.
Yep. I was worried, but there's other RVs down there, so.
So probably just, it says full hookup size 18. That's not bad.
Oh.
That's not a good sign. Can we actually dump so we don't have to go to a dump station? Okay. What is the temperature today? 41, worse than the day before.
I flipped the breaker. These lights should come on. We are good to go. There you go.
Thank you.
Something to warm up the insides. Well, if this isn't RV life in a nutshell, I don't know what is. Our plans have changed again. it is going to be way too cold where we were originally planning on going. So we have added another travel day. So we're going 400 miles today to get to Joplin, Missouri. Then we're going to be traveling another 300 miles the next day to get down to southwest, western Arkansas, where hopefully the weather isn't going to drip deep into the 20s. Last night it was 26 degrees. Our tanks did not freeze. So much going on. But one piece of exciting news did happen. The money from Beet Harvest dumped into our account, so stick with us to the end of the video because we're gonna go over all the income we got from the Beet Harvest.
Go, buddy. You know, I'm not ready for another travel day either. We got stopped by someone official and I was scared because I hadn't put the pay stub in the box yet. And so you're like, here you go. And he's like, oh, I'm the game warden. I'm just here to look at your bike.
It is so cold.
We're stopping for a bathroom break. Normally, I would go inside the RV, but it's really cold in there. I don't want to take my shoes off. It's a process. So I'm actually going to use the rest area bathroom. Which do you normally use? Do you go back in the RV or do you use a rest stop? Let me know in the comments.
This is what we were serenaded to last night. But honestly, no complaints because it was above freezing last night. We were able to pull the slides in with no trouble, minus water on the slide toppers, but as to be expected in the rain. We've got 323 miles left to go today. I think all of us are ready to be done with this. We're all ready to be done with the rain.
Now is when the panic starts to set in because we're not sure if we're gonna have a spot at this boondocking place. Campendium, which is where we found this spot, said that there were just a few here. I don't even know if they're great for big rigs. Where do you turn? Is this what it is?
This is where we're turning in.
I am not sure about this.
Like the trees are completely submerged.
But this area is pretty high.
Oh yeah, we're fine here.
Well, I'm thinking we want a spot for when the sun does come out.
Right.
Can we just park like right here? How bad
Almost
is
6
it?
inches. So we're 5.5 inches this way, which that's too much.
We don't have
to do.
enough Legos for that.
No.
Setting up and tearing down in the rain has to be one of the worst RV experiences possible.
I'm so over rain. I know we've said that, but we promised you Beet Harvest numbers.
I've been crunching them. First of all, I want to go over exactly how much he worked. So we have 13 full 12-hour shifts, 3 partial shifts. So whether he was sent home early or had to go in late, cleaning day was also included in that, which was a half day. And then 8 stay pay days where he got paid 4 hours worth of pay just for doing absolutely nothing.
Literally 4 hours, no work done whatsoever. Absolute best thing ever.
All right, I need you to do the calculations. 'Cause I'm gonna read off some numbers.
In hand.
Okay, so the first paycheck that we received, oh man, this was a doozy. It was $69.45.
$69.45.
The next paycheck came in mid-October, and that was $1,556.05.
There it is.
And then the last paycheck came in at the end of October, just a few days ago, and this was the big one. This was $3,509.25.
There
Ow.
it is.
Ow. What's the final total?
That gives us a grand total of $5,134.75. And if sometime in November or December, we're going to just be browsing our computer and ding, our account's going to have another $500 in there because this is second year doing Beet Harvest. It's a 10% bonus that comes in sometime later this year.
Now we have to decide how much do we want to put in our Alaska fund. Because if you remember, we have a goal of $15,000 that we need to get to Alaska. And that is above all our other living expenses. I just feel like we need to clarify that because
There's been some confusion.
Yeah, people were worried that we weren't saving enough. This is extra above and beyond. So we're going to pull $1,500 from the beet harvest to start our Alaska fund. I think
that's a cool.
Yeah, it's a start.
That's a cool 10%. It's 10% of the 15,000.
Oh yeah, it's 10%. Yeah.
The reason we're not putting more in right now is because we're still giving our businesses that buffer to kind of build back up. And if our next work camping gig works out, that'll be the gig where we can really like pour some money into that account.
But we are on a holding pattern for that, so we don't know that we are officially committed to that gig. We'll make sure to let you know when we are, so stay subscribed so you can find out what that gig is or if we need to pick a completely different one. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next video.